How's it going, everyone? Today I'm going to be riding my bike all the way from my apartment to the campground. I'm going to be taking only what I can carry on my backpacking bag. It's about 15 miles, probably estimating about 3 hours, plus I have some pit stops on the way. Hopefully I make it. So right now I'm about a mile in. I took a quick stop at Whole Foods to pick up some coffee because I was out of coffee beans. And currently I'm biking straight into the wind. It's making it a little bit more tough than I anticipated, but I'm hoping that once I get off this main boulevard that hopefully the wind won't be as strong anymore. So I finally made it out of the city of Dublin, and that spit me onto Dublin Canyon Road, Old Dublin Canyon. Still got about an hour and a half to go. Lost my GoPro tripod, unfortunately, and I have to just keep telling myself that I'm not trying to win a race here, I'm just trying to make it there in one piece. Going up that Dublin grade was terrible with this pack. I had to get off and walk my bike at least 3 or 4 times, but thank goodness I kind of made it to the peak. Now it's just easy cruising down until the next one. I'm about a mile and a half away from the campground, and the incline was too much. Legs are shot, so I'm just walking it a little bit till we hit another downhill. I don't actually have a reservation for the campground, so trying to do first come first serve. It's a 3-day weekend in February. I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 if they're gonna have something for me or not. So I was able to make it to the campground, but it's pretty late, and I'm trying to fill out the first come first serve forms, but they didn't have a pen, so I had to grab some charcoal or firewood, and I am attempting to write down all the information. Unfortunately, I don't have firewood tonight, so I'm gonna get my water boiling on my stove, my little camp stove, and then get my tent set up while the food's cooking. My lighter seems to have gotten bent in my backpack. No, does not want to light. It's all set up. It's pretty late, so I'm just gonna change and go to bed. Last night was not as cold as it was on my last trip, but it was still pretty cold, and I slept pretty rough because of it. But the ranger just came around and said that I'm all good on my reservations. I just have to go pay for my second night here in a bit when he gets back to the station. So I guess for now I'm just gonna make coffee and breakfast, and I'll go take care of my fees, and then I think I'm gonna go birding at the lake today. I didn't get to see much yesterday, obviously, because I got in so late, but see the lake already, and the rest of the campground, very green. So the inflatable pillow that I was using last night clearly has a hole in it somewhere. Luckily, I brought my bike tire patches for my bike, and I'm gonna see if I can find the hole and patch it on them so I can have an actual pillow tonight. So unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find the hole. There's no visible hole on it. I can't hear anything. And I tried a little bit of the water test and I couldn't find anything, but I think the whole pillow needs to be submerged for me to find the hole, which is not exactly feasible right now. But the coffee is all right. That biking yesterday was fairly miserable, but being able to have coffee here. Finished my breakfast, and now I'm walking over to the ranger station. Some turkeys over there. I've already seen a couple hummingbirds. I believe a chickadee, and I can hear the woodpeckers. So after talking with the ranger, it turns out that the campsite I chose myself last night is actually closed. And so now I am packing up all my stuff and moving to the campsite that I was able to book for tonight. But it's not fun having to put the whole camp up, then take it down, and now go put it back up at the new site. I was a little too lazy to tear down my tent, so I'm just carrying it to the next campground. My gosh, these turkeys are really interested. I don't have anything on there except water in my shoes, so nothing they're gonna take, but I don't think I've ever been this close to a wild turkey. I am now fully set up at my new campsite. View isn't as good as the last one, but it is a lot more secluded. That campsite's closed. Somehow I got the full pull-in campsite, and no one else has arrived to the other campsites yet, so I kind of have this section for now to myself. So right now from my campground, I'm taking Huck's Trail down to the lake, and it's about a 3-mile one way, and that should take me to the Lake Chabot Marina Cafe. I'm gonna try and get a quick charge on my cell phone and see if there's anything I might want to purchase at the cafe. And then all the trees just opened up to this view. I don't know if it shows on the GoPro, but you can see there's some birds in the water already down there by the reeds, so hopefully we see something interesting. If I just stand still, all you can hear is the bird calls. I don't know what the one over here is. I'm not sure I've ever heard that one. The closer I'm getting to the main trail, the more people I'm hearing, so probably won't film much on the main trail and just stick to taking some photos of some birds. It's about 1 p.m. and a little bit of a charge on my phone, at least for tonight. Currently on the main trail heading back, and the clouds are out, so there's a lot less people on the trail on the main one. So I actually wound up going about a quarter mile past the turnoff for the trail that takes me back to the campground. And I'm glad I did, because I came across a group of birds that I'm pretty sure some of them were black-capped chickadees. A few of them might have been towhees, but they're kind of just these common birds that I point out but I don't pay too much attention to. So I'm hoping I got some really good pictures and I can identify them and figure out what their defining characteristics are, so I can point them out more accurately in the future. Made it back to the campsite. That was a pretty good birding day trip, I guess you could say. Saw some coots, saw some mallards. I think I saw a red-headed merganser. Didn't get that one on photo, but got a lot of good photos. I'm gonna log all these birds, and it's about 2 o'clock. So I think I'm just gonna hang out, look at the photos on my camera, prep the firewood for tonight, and then in about 2 hours, go ahead and do a little loop trail here at the campground and see if I can see a bird of prey, because I was a little surprised I didn't see any hawks on that hike, but I did hear one coming back to the campground. So it's pretty much the plan until this evening. I'm currently walking the Towhee Trail, which just kind of loops around the campground, but part of it goes through this section of the campground where it's shut down for the season, so you can still go on the trail, but no one's camping here. There's not that many people walking the trail either, so I have most of it to myself, and it's really peaceful. I don't know when these campsites open, but I mean, next time I come here, if I do come back here, I am for sure gonna attempt to book one of these. These have to be the best campsites. These are the best sites in the camp. There's just no way. You can see the whole lake, and it's fairly secluded compared to the rest of the camp. Called the last minute audible and decided not to go on the Towhee Trail, and instead I'm continuing on the Honker Bay Trail, which is kind of the one I was down on by the main trail, but I guess it's up here as well. I don't really want to do any climbing or descending because I already took my hiking boots off, and this one's supposed to be just more of a relaxed walk, so we're just going to go down this trail as far as we can and see. Might be a little tough to see on camera, but that trail is the one I came down, and I wrapped all the way around that side of the lake to the marina and the cove over there, and that was the hike I did earlier. So now I'm over on this side of the lake. Pretty excited to see. I don't know if they're going to show up how well on camera. I'll see if I can maybe zoom in on the GoPro or take a picture with my other camera, but there's 3 white pelicans over there. I feel like typically around the oceans here I only see the brown pelicans. I don't really see the white ones very often, so it's pretty cool. just as I was trying to film a few clips of me just walking. Let me see if I can get a picture on my better camera. For whatever reason, a lot of fallen trees here. A lot of them look like they've been cut up. I wonder if the park was just chopping up some of the ones that fell down already, or if they cut these down. Not sure, but look at all those wood chips. It's very difficult to convey on camera how peaceful it is on this side of the trail. Obviously I still pass the occasional person or two, but for the most part it's just bird sounds and greenery all around. And for being, you know, right here in the middle of the Bay Area, it's just amazing. I ended up going much farther on this trail than I had originally planned. I did see one hawk, but it was too far away and too in the trees for me to really identify what kind, or get a photo of it. So heading back now. I'll be able to get back and change before it gets dark, and then get the fire going and hang out for the rest of the night. Leave that as a vulture. Well, I'm back in my tent campsite and more people are pulling in, so I'm probably not going to talk as much. It's time to just get changed, light the fire, and hang out now. I think because it rained a few days ago that the bundles they're selling is a bit wet, so I'm trying to dry them off before I throw them on and rotate them out that way. Currently 7 p.m. Campsite's picked up, fire is out. I brought my bag into the tent tonight in case it rains, and B, to have some extra weight on my feet, try and keep my feet warm, because that's really where I struggle with on these cold nights. It's not supposed to rain till about noon tomorrow, so I'm hoping I can get packed up and get out of here and get home before the rain starts, but we'll see. So it did rain pretty good on us last night, but there's supposed to be about a 3-hour break until the next rain, so I'm gonna get the coffee going and try to get camp packed up before that starts and get out of here. that good this morning. So GoPro's about to die, and it's on this last battery as well. So most of this exit footage is probably gonna have to be on my phone if I can. Just wanted to do a quick rundown before I leave camp though. I'm just finishing up my coffee, but I decided to strap my tent to my bike, and so far it seems like it's doable, and we'll see how long that lasts, just so I can give my back a bit of a break from carrying everything on my backpack. So I'm taking the cheater's way home by going to the BART station instead of biking all the way back, because I'm just way too sore to get that bike ride back. So instead I'm going to be biking down to the marina where I was yesterday. Then from Lake Chabot Road, it's pretty much just a straight shot to the BART station. It's a really, really nice downhill section, but this is an old garage sale mountain bike. And it still has, there's no disc brakes on it, and this is my first ride after repairing the seat clamp, so I'm pretty much riding my brakes all the way down.
Next station is West Dublin, Pleasanton.
Oh, I'm on the final 10-minute stretch home now. It is so sunny out. So I definitely beat all the rain, which is a good thing, but I probably could have taken a little bit longer at camp. So I made it back to the apartment. Kat is very excited to see me. That was a really tough trip. I'm really excited to take a nice shower and eat some real food. But as tough as it was, I'm very glad I did it, because how many people can say that they hopped on their bike and just rode to the campground, especially here in the Bay Area? So it was good.